Hey you guys, welcome back in to Divine Golden Master, where we master being divine at this 3D reality. Hold on, baby, I just went live. I'm gonna help you in a minute, okay? Do something else and I'm gonna come back to it, okay? I gotta record a video. I got my nephew and my niece at the park today, you guys, but let's talk about it. So it's levels to this, right? It's levels to this. What does that mean when it comes to the occult and when it comes to mastering your reality and when it comes to manifesting and lighting our candles and mental magic and what does it mean? Right? So y'all know how I say that all is mine. And when I say that all is mine, I quite literally mean that in every way, in every sense. Because me personally, whenever I go through any type of situation, any type of moment in my life, whether it's a trigger or whether it's not, first of all, I use my logic. Because I know that the all is mine. I know that, especially me being born into this life as a woman, I know that naturally my emotions want to rule, right? And for my men, naturally, their logic wants to rule, right? So it's all about finding that divine balance that serves you. Because what? This is your reality. It's not about anybody else. This is about you. Because this is your reality. So they like to teach us to be humble. First of all, if you look up the definition of humble, look it up. I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm not even going to talk about what it says. But look up the definition of humble and tell me if you align with that. I'm not going to be less than or lower than. No. So look up the definition so you can see what it says. And you tell me, does that align with you? And if that aligns with you, then this video is not for you. Okay? And it's like, when I speak about you not being humble, because I know a lot of people think so literal that sometimes they can miss the message. So when I just said this is not for you, hold on, baby, let me finish my video, okay? Because a lot of times the Matrix will try to tell us to be humble. Be humble. Why is that? So that they can profit off of our energy more, so that they can utilize our energy more, so that we could be more easily manipulated. Because, I don't want to be humbled, or I don't want to be humble. But if I have knowledge and I gain wisdom and I gain understanding, I don't have to be humble because I know whatever it is I'm doing or saying, or, I've done my research. I've came to the understanding through studying, right? So keep that in mind. It's a key factor to get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Y'all ready to go? Yeah. All right. So it's a key factor to get. Now, y'all want to come ride down this hill? Walk up the hill and then ride down. It's a key factor to get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? And what is the occult? Hidden knowledge, hidden wisdom. So a lot of times, back to its levels to this, when we gain knowledge, right? Like say a lot of people are familiar with hoodoo or Wiccan, right? A lot of people start there, and that is just a stepping stone, not the full guidelines, right? So then now you're getting your feet wet, you're learning knowledge, you're learning about earth, you're learning about the elements. And hoodoo, you're learning about how to break free from, what did it originate with? Slavery, right? So, poverty mindset is like slavery. I might do a video on that, but poverty mindset, and I think I have a similar video already on YouTube that I posted like last year. But poverty mindset is a form of slavery. So if you can get out of this lack mindset and realize the abundance around you. Therefore, that's what hoodoo was for in a time when they weren't really able to be free, right? They couldn't even read books, so they couldn't even do certain things, or they would be facing death, right? So now we live in this reality where everything is really at our fingertips. Anything you want to know, you can really look it up. You can find a book. Most times the most hidden knowledge and hidden secrets are in books and things like that. All right, come down now, Juwan. Turn around and come down. Most of the things are hidden in books because most people are lazy and they don't want to read, right? And a lot of times too, people can get stuck on a level on their path because of the mere fact of being lazy. So when we speak about its levels to this, I want to be very clear that this message is not for everybody, right? When you go into goddesshood and godhood, it's not for everybody. You know, I say, ye are gods, right? We're gods and goddesses. But everybody doesn't step into their godlyhood. Why is that? Because we live in a matrix, a universe that, because these things are so easy, people don't appreciate them. They're lazy. They don't utilize them. And because it's like at a time where it's like they don't necessarily have to, they could get by without doing it, right? So some people do, right? But for the others of us who search for more in life, or search for that deeper meaning, once you gain certain wisdom in the occult and you learn how to do candles and you learn how to use the crystals and you learn how to use these tools, these different tools to manifest blood and all these different things, then you take it up a notch and now you're doing your mental magic and you're manifesting with thoughts and or you're scripting or whatever. And it gets to a point where you raise your frequency to a higher vibration and you enter into your goddesshood and your godhood. And this is the moment where you're able to... You need help? Go ahead. This is the moment where you're able to go ahead and step into your goddess and godhood. And these are the moments where now, when you ask for something, it effortlessly happens. And you're not even really asking. You're calling upon it. And you're invoking it. And you're bringing it into your existence. Right? And that is why it's very important to constantly evolve, constantly learn things, because we came here to what? Experience. So constantly meeting new people, constantly doing new things, constantly reading new books, constantly... You thirsty? Okay, we're about to go to the house and get something to drink. So I'm gonna wrap this message up because my niece and nephew, they're right there. They need auntie. Okay, but yeah, so keep that in mind. If you're feeling stuck on your journey, if you're feeling like she keeps making these videos, or you just keep seeing people talk about manifesting, it's not working for you, or whatever the case may be, it's because you need to, number one, if you're around a lot of people, you need to get along. You need to get along. It's hard to learn who you are, how to master self. Like, that is what we all speak about, is the main part of this journey. It's hard to master self with others around. So get alone, right? And if you have a fear of being alone, then that's something even deeper that you need to dive into. All right. And once you have mastered being alone, you will start to be able to, self-actualization. You'll start to be able to understand what motivates you, right? What do you think about? Because it's not going to be any distractions within the midst of your environment. And if you are soloing yourself out, separating yourself, eventually those distractions will dissipate. And you'll see what motivates me. What am I drawn to? And really, not what is your human body? Because when you become a god or a goddess, you get into goddess and god form. You're not this human body. That's like I was saying, when things happen to me, I take it into divine assessment automatically. Something doesn't go my way, or somebody makes me upset, or does something to me that really triggers me, I don't react. I may have had my moments, but I sit into divine assessment even if I do have a moment, before I let it get too far, I'm going to think about it strategically, logically, and balancing my emotions. Number one, if I was offended, correcting that in a healthy way. I don't appreciate that you did that, because respect is need to have, right? We respect God, right? We respect God. We respect Goddess. Then, two, what is the best form of reaction here? What reaction should I give? Sometimes it's no reaction, but what reaction should I give that is going to help me and benefit me? Because this is my reality. A lot of times, everybody is worried about everybody else and how it's going to affect. How is it going to affect you? This is why a lot of people pleasers, when they start to say no and things like that, people start to treat them very different. And then some people go back into that people pleasing, but some people start to see even more clear because they realize, wow, okay, I didn't really even have any true bonds, because look how they're treating me now. You know? You dancing? My niece is so cute. She in her own world. Hey. But yeah, so as you ascend into 11 o'clock, as you ascend into your godhood and goddesshood, things that you should know as a god or a goddess, you operate from a higher realm, right? And like what I was about to say is, you're not operating from your human body. Your human body, eventually, because it is a process, so through self-mastery, you should be switching up your diet because that's a program. You should be switching up the things that you do, that you watch, that you intake in all forms: mouth, eyes, ears. These are portals. So as you shift that, like we spoke about in the other video, in one of my readings, I think, every 7 years, your body regenerates. Quote me on that, y'all. Go look it up to see what's the exact thing. But your cells regenerate, right? And everything starts to change. So if you stop drinking today, 7 years from now, you're not going to crave that like you did then. But who is that really craving that in the human body? It's the cells. So if you can manipulate your cells into a higher frequency or a higher vibration, then it becomes easier. You just start to adapt, right, from the goddess or god routine that you've created. So I wanted to say that, and to do a little short video for you guys about being a god and a goddess. Because it's not, everybody's not a god or a goddess. Everybody's not. Some people are too afflicted and too manipulated by their own emotions, or too afflicted and manipulated by their own thoughts. They can't bugs flying down on me trying to hear what I'm talking about. But yeah, so a lot of times you're just gonna have to because that's too is like, it's good to go into that time of aloneness, so when you do attract new beings, because it's like with me, like at the point I'm at with my life right now, I don't have no problem attracting anything. And you realize that once you raise your vibration and you see like, okay, I don't have a problem attracting anything, you realize that now it's not you trying to attract everything to you, it's people trying to attract you to them. And now you have to look and see, is this something that serves your goddesshood or your godhood? Is this something that honors that? Are they worthy of you? Right? The narrative shifts, right? As there's levels to this and you evolve and you gain wisdom. All right, let's go. As you evolve and gain wisdom and you work on yourself and you seeing, okay, I don't even need these candles no more. I don't even need this now. Just because you don't need it no more don't mean you don't use it no more, because I love candle magic. I love scripting as well. I love scripting. And you want your scooter? All right, come on. You want me to carry it to the sidewalk? Want me to carry it to the sidewalk? Okay. But yeah, so it's still beautiful to utilize these tools, and especially if you're not fully in your goddesshood. Like me, I don't feel like I'm fully in my goddesshood or godhood or whatever. I know I'm a goddess, but what I mean by that is I still like to use these certain tools because I still have certain things. It will be moments where Because as you level up, right, as you level up to this goddesshood, so does your life. So when I notice when I get into new spaces, new environments, may gain a whole new, Yes. Good job, baby. I gain a whole new, gain new clientele, and I have someone that stick around and grow with me, but most times I gain new people, and as I do that, it's like, okay, as I gain this new level and I'm stepping into more responsibility. Hold on, Juwan, wait on us. I may get some type of fear complex. So then now I'm having more knowledge, because anything that you have fear about, you need to get knowledge about. Go ahead, baby. So then I go here and learn here. Then I learn this and learn that. And it's vital. So I said all that to say, to my gods and goddesses, learn yourself, right? Learn yourself. And then once you learn yourself, everything around you will start to become, your whole reality will start to become, I was about to say more real, right? But as you gain more, learn yourself, you gain more awareness. And as you gain more awareness, you know, like, you just will start to will things. Like with me, it's like a lot of the things that I do, and this is what I tell y'all, to create the future by remembering it. And this is one of my favorite ways of doing things. And the way that I do that is, my most famous one is, I'll sit in the car and I'll talk to myself, or I'll sit in the mirror and I'll talk to myself. And even if I'm in the car, I'm looking in the mirror. All right, even if it's just my rearview mirror as I'm driving, and I'll say my speech or say however my day's about to go. And sure enough, the day goes exactly like that or better. Okay? So it doesn't take for the tools, but through being in this 3D realm, it's a blessing, and it's also an honor, in my opinion, to, oh wow, a gray and brown butterfly and white. It's an honor to me to be able to connect with my talents of manifesting through candles, and to connect with different energies and deities and other gods and goddesses just like me throughout history, and even just to be able to connect with my community through the group rituals. I really enjoy it, and it just makes it even more beautiful. So a lot of times people will be like, oh, I don't need that anymore, I don't need that. It's like, yeah, we don't need it anymore, but at the same time, I enjoy it. And especially in the moments of my life when I have a lot of things going on, my magic and my tools and all those things that I use